Good morning, my friends. This is VJ Franz K. I have a special unboxing from the Global DnB Collective, which of course stands for drum and bass, which is a great style of electronic dance music, and apparently they go back all the way to the 90s, and actually I do too. I've been producing since mid to late 90s, and I didn't really DJ, but I would perform my music occasionally, or anyway. Excellent. Here's the package. Nicely got a MIDI plug there. Great. Here is a special cassette tape, or actually, that's a USB drive that looks like a classic cassette tape. And of course, if you listened to classic techno in the 90s, you would buy mixtapes like this on a cassette that DJs had been mixing with oh wow, extra, thank you. DJs were mixing with vinyl instead of using a lot of laptops like they do now, even though vinyl is still spinning. It's made a return, and now people who hear digital all the time really appreciate the classic sound of vinyl, the warmth, the crunch of that vinyl. So anyway, reminiscing about the classic rave and techno house scene. But anyway, they're from New York, and here is on the West Coast in the LA area. So both cities and urban areas that have a great history of dance music parties in America. And there's obviously a lot going on in UK and Europe and everything. And dance music is kind of a global thing because it's using instruments from all around the world, and it has performers and DJs all around the world, and they travel a lot. And also the music has vocal samples in it, but vocal samples are not, the lyrics are not central to the music as much, so it sort of takes on a world appeal, or a world understandability. And obviously everyone in the world loves to dance once they start hearing some music with a good beat, a good bass line, stuff like that. So yes. All right, thank you for wrapping it so securely here, keeping everything safe. So this is a Korg Volca sample, and but it has special modifications on it here. I was looking at the video. So it's got click buttons here, a feature which they really should have on the stock units to be able to, let's see, one of these is for the, thank you, it's got batteries. All right, so we can get started right away, because the Volcas have their own customizer stickers here. Volcas have their own built-in speakers, so excellent. Circuit bench by Syntax Era. Sounds good. All right. So anyway, let's see. I think I can press this, and it's automatically flipping between the patterns. Alright, if it's drum and bass, I've got to keep it going fast, obviously. Even though it can be interesting. because you can take your pattern and listen to how it sounds a bit slower or faster, and just sort of, I mean, some of the beats on tracks are so complicated that you would have to, oh wow, it goes up to 600. All right, that can be great for your finale. You can make people get dizzy while you wow. So he's loaded this with a lot of great samples from his recent album, and that is awesome. And I'm gonna enjoy doing a remix with the different stuff here. So let's see. So this, wait, so that is a mute button. So then these are the individual samples. And then of course we can change the sample pitch, the speed. I mean, I might be adjusting more than that. See, Volcas have kind of a small set of buttons and knobs here, so you've got to be careful. Classic amen bits here. All right, very good. Anyway, as you can see, I have my favorite Electribe SX here. I'm going to connect them later and do a jam, because when you have drum machines, you want to connect them together with MIDI. And let's see. Oh yeah, he added an extra MIDI jack here, I think, which is cool. It's a MIDI output, and that is another thing that Korg should have on these units stock. But so that lets you use it as a portable sequencer, as well as just playing back all of your beats that you make on the device itself. So that's cool. Let's see. So we'll go again and start things going again, and I'll load up another pattern here. How many patterns do we have here? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. This is song mode. All right, let's see. So I have Volcas, but I don't use them as much as my Electribes, so okay, that's good. So see, I have muted some of my voices there. So as you were saying, this is a great way to be able to do it. You can, now this button is on, you can paint, so-called paint, your part things to toggle them. It's very handy, you know. Of course, on the vocal sample, we want to adjust our analog isolator to bring out different parts of the thing, but yeah, I totally see why I put these buttons here, and that is one of the mods I'd like to have on my Korg Electrides, actually, is I've seen a flip-flop switch here on the solo and the mute buttons, so you can do that. But anyway, great work, Syntax Era. So I can turn up the reverb. Sounds interesting on this pattern, makes it sort of fade, or then bring out the reverb. Use these isolators to sort of, well, to create an isolator effect, right? even though oftentimes an isolator would be a single knob rather than these two. But anyway, let's see. I haven't even moved the packing materials out of the way yet because I got immediately drawn into playing beats, as one should. Anyway, let's see. So here we go. I think he also loaded a different firmware onto this, which is it's a open source firmware that someone else produced that has more features on it, and that's great to add more features to things with the firmware. It's like everyone should do that. Do I need to unmute some of my tracks? Yes, I do. Oh wow, alright. Some Amen parts waiting to be used here. Oh yeah, and I need to use the step jumper, or step jump. Oh wait, I see. Oh wait, I see. I'm adding steps. What I need to do to enter the step jump mode is hold function. There we go. If you keep doing that, it starts to become square pusher, right? But the only trick about using the step jump on the Volca sample 1 is, I don't know if they changed it on the Volca sample 2, is after you do that jump for a while, you have to jump back to part step 1. That was almost right. See, you gotta put it back onto the beat structure that it was, because it doesn't manually spring back there. Even though you can do this, you can hold more than one. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Keep flapping through. There's a saxophone sample in there. Interesting what you can do with these knobs, and then also the Volca mixer, Volca Mix has some of these knobs on it too that you can add sort of secondary functions like that. So, see, overall volume. Every machine should have an overall volume knob, because you never know. You just may want to do microscopic adjustments, or you may need to turn it down in a hurry in case you accidentally start playing too loud or something, or the party gets shut down and you have to make it quiet really fast. Anyway, I see, so that's song mode. So I don't really usually use that song mode. So then I can enter step jump mode again. It's coming back to me. Alright, I'm nodding my head along with the beat as I should. So once again, slow it down. If you slow down drum and bass, it might start sounding like dubstep, and that is no coincidence, because a lot of the features of dubstep came from drum and bass. Wow, so we can go down to 10 BPM, which is really slow. So if I bring it up to like half speed, sounds a bit like dubstep, or it could be trip hop. That was another style that we got into in the 90s there. Without thinking, I'm kind of dancing around here a little bit. I'll add some of that reverb. Oh yes, I have to select the part that I'm editing. There we go, changing the bass sound there. Changing the swing. Depending on the pattern, it may or may not make that much difference, but anyway, let's see. This could sound like acid jazz or something with the slower tempo instead of the fast one. I see, so we have 10 parts, not... I see, it's sounding weird because I have that swing up a bit too high for this groove of the pattern, but anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to be having fun playing this drum machine that I was the lucky winner of in an online contest. So, I'm having a lucky spring, you might say, but I like to enter contests, and once in a while I win, so that's great. Anyway. Thanks again to the Global Drum and Bass Collective from New York, DnB, and still spread a message of good music and happiness to everyone in the world, peace, and just good times. Electronic dance music and other such things really, we could be a force for global peace, bring everybody together and dance instead of having military battle or something like that. It's much better anyway. DJ Franz K signing out for now.